Imagine this. You're trapped in a room with no escape, every shadow concealing something, every clue a possible deception. What if that horror wasn't just a game, but your reality? Stay with us, folks, because today we're exploring the top 10 films that trap you like an escape room, bending your mind until you're unable to distinguish reality from the puzzle. Number 10. Buried, released in 2010. Imagine Ryan Reynolds, alone in a pine casket 6 feet below, with only a dead phone battery and a flickering Zippo lighter breaking against the overwhelming blackness. This is not some puzzle parlor. It is a coffin-sized room of desperation. Each frantic phone call he makes strips away levels of his abduction, compelling him to crack voices and silences like coded messages burned into the wood. The camera does not leave the narrow hell. Sweat on his face, shadows flickering like phantoms, and you can sense the air getting thinner with each passing moment. It's good old isolation horror, where escape room is your personal coffin, and the only way out is unraveling the fabric of another man's falsehoods before the oxygen depletes. Heart-stopping, isn't it? That claustrophobia lingers long after the end credits. Number 9. Identity, released in 2003. Rain pounds against a forsaken motel, buzzing neon sign like a malfunctioning clue, as a group of 10 strangers with dark histories get snowed in from a storm. John Cusack's jaded cop watches everyone with suspicion. Amanda Pete's bartender scrambles drinks to calm jitters. But here's the trap. Bodies begin accumulating, one an hour, like a clockwork countdown in an escape room from the underworld. They barricade doors with shuddering furniture, sweep rooms for concealed motives, and untangle alibis that spiral like jammed drawers. Dipping fluorescent lights cast oppressive glows on blood-stained tiles, fractured faces reflected in mirrors, and that turbulent night outside echoes the turmoil within. The mastermind? It's all a brain-bending enigma where identities blur into each other, making you wonder who's real and who's the solution to escaping alive. Chills every time. Number 8. Exam, released in 2009. 8 sharply dressed candidates enter a clean white room, desks like tombstones under brutal lights, each one given a blank sheet glaring back like a challenge. The invigilator's voice thunders. Complete the unseen mystery within 80 minutes or fail forever. No names, only numbers pinned to their chests, and one rule: don't ruin the paper. Tension sizzles as they whisper conjectures, smudge inks in desperate attempts to make hidden words appear, sweat-drenched collars, while light from swinging lamps dances on walls. One of the guys is a hothead, breaking chairs to find secret spaces. Another's reassembling the group's own secrets like puzzle pieces scattered on the floor. The room's a pressure cooker. Each look a possible betrayal, each incorrect guess closing the noose tighter. It's that rough edge of teamwork breaking down into paranoia, where the true test is enduring one another's disintegration. You'll never gaze at a blank sheet of paper the same. Number 7. Cube, released in 1997. Harsh industrial light bulbs hum overheard in a maze of identical steel cubes, some being rigged with flamethrowers which burst to life, others cutting flesh with razor wire. 6 strangers awaken within this vast morphing trap: a police officer, a physician, a genius with numbers, all blinking into cold blue light. Digits etched on walls like coordinates in a killing game. They glide through doors, hearts pounding, as the building creaks and reforms, confining them within kill zones that stink of burned metal and remorse. Voices ring out in the emptiness, hints in prime numbers leading them like faint graffiti. But faith unravels quicker than flesh on knives. The scenes burn, infinitely long corridors disappearing into darkness, sparks erupting off armed traps, faces etched by the blaze of hairline escapes. It's the supreme escape room on steroids, where geometry is your foe and every step risks your soul. Brutal, brilliant, and clamoring for a sequel in your dreams. Number 6. Stay, released in 2005. Ewan McGregor's gaze flashes across a rain-slicked New York, bridges curving like distorted arches in a dream you cannot escape from, as he pursues a student suicide pact that is disintegrating his hold on reality. The city's a recursive labyrinth. Alleys turn into galleries. Clocks tick backward under sodium lamps, casting halos on wet asphalt. Ryan Gosling's tormented artist gives cues in sketches and broken monologues, drawing McGregor into an entanglement of reflected realities in which every exchange is a locked door. Imagery whirls like a fever dream, reflections gathering in puddles, faces changing in periphery glances, colors bleeding from sepia to bright red. It's a room of the mind, a hidden clue in the painting and whispers, making you wonder whether freedom lies in breaking the illusion or walking through it. Mesmerizing, crazy, and expertly out of control. Number 5. Coherence, released in 2013. A comet screeches through the evening sky, bathing a warm dinner party in a blue ectoplasmic haze, as 8 friends at a glassy table begin to see cracks in their night. Phones sputter, powers falter, and in an instant, duplicates ring the doorbell. Emily Baldoni's Emily gazes at her own face across the street. Replicate house lights blinking like decoherent exits in a quantum prison. They set out. Flashlights through suburban night. Directives penned on napkins to keep tabs on who's who within intersecting realities. Laughing devolves into screaming as wine glasses shatter metaphors. Silhouettes stretch abnormally along picket fences. And the light of the comet throbs like a pulse in the darkness. It's a cozy escape room where the game is reality itself. Doors to parallel lives, hints in misaligned memories, each decision fragmenting the group further. Low-budget mastermind that grabs you and refuses to release you, having you discuss timelines at your own dinner. Number 4. The Endless. Released in 2017, 2 brothers make their way back into a desolate cult camp beneath endless desert skies. Tape hiss from forgotten VHS warnings, the only other thing audible besides crunching gravel, as unseen loops begin entangling their getaway. Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead are the siblings. Weathered faces from years on the road, blundering into time-twisted vignettes. Picnics suspended in mid-laugh. Bonfires in which figures repeat movements as if glitched recordings. They track signals on ham radios, decode symbols etched into canyon rock that glow pale at sunset, while unseen forces pull them back, horizons warping like rubber. Endless nothingness engulfs screams. Stars spin in the sky in abnormal configurations, and that crawling fear accumulates as circles close like nooses. It's a vast but claustrophobic escape room, riddles carved into the very fabric of time, where escape is to face the gravity of the past. Ominous, mesmerizing, and strikes far too close to home. Number 3. The Invitation, released in 2015. Logan Marshall Green arrives at his ex's LA Hills pad at sundown. Amber light angling through floor-to-ceiling windows like bars across a cage, as 6 old friends gather for what comes off strange from the initial fumble hug. The host's new spouse dispenses cultish Kool-Aid. Doors close with soft clicks, and tension bubbles over vegan appetizers while coyote howls cut through the evening. They're playing a game of unveiled sorrow, but Marshall Green sees warning signs, a brochure stashed in a drawer, a twitching guest's eyes beneath chandelier glitz. Shadows collect in the corners, red wine pools like blood, and as fear builds, the mansion is a velvet trap, each room a chamber concealing the true invitation. Gritty, slow-burn intelligence, imagery dripping unease, converting a dinner party into your worst trapped social horror. You contract just at the thought. Number 2. Panic Room, released in 2002. Jodie Foster and young Kristen Stewart slam shut the steel door to their new brownstones vault, thudding footsteps ringing down from upstairs as burglars. Forrest Whitaker's tortured drillman, Jared Leto's high-strung sidekick, break into the house on a dark night. Rain pounds windows as frenetic Morse code. Flashlights cut through the darker safe room. Monitors flashing grainy feeds of intruders, jimmying vents with crowbars. Foster breaks glass to access a phone line. Stewart whines as diabetes medication taunts them from within reach. Every creak and whisper an accessory in this tomb of high technology. The visuals take hold. Brows slicked with sweat. Shadows reaching on concrete walls. The unyielding mass of that panic room taunting their screams. It's David Fincher's Vice, constricting mother-daughter ties under siege, where escape is dependent on outwitting the house itself. Tense does not begin to describe it. It's visceral. Number 1. The Game. Released in 1997. Michael Douglas's glacial banker receives a birthday present from his brother, a card activating a dark conspiracy, blurring his gilded existence into chaos, beginning with the van taking him away from the street under sodium-lit fog. Sean Penn's crafty manipulator smiles from payphones, clues tumbling, mock cops in trench coats, Vacant hotels with winds shrieking through vent shafts, his fortune evaporating like smoke. Douglas claws through the disintegration. Phony funerals in candlelit chapels. Chases over fog-drenched bridges where railings glisten wet and deadly. Each friend a possible plant. Fincher's camera distorts reality. Colors leach into paranoia gray. Reflections twist in skyscraper glass. The game's tendrils wrapping tighter with every random terror. It's the ultimate escape room, a psychological giant in which the puzzle consumes your certainties. And liberation has the flavor of the greatest, most heart-pounding victory. No film locks you in tighter. There you have it, everyone. These movies that trap you in, puzzle you out, and hardly release you intact. Which ones got you locking your doors tonight? Share it in the comments, smash that like if you're still shaken, and subscribe to Kindlight for more journeys into the dark side of film. Until next time, remain unlocked. Or not. See you soon.